Let's get a bike. Honestly, don't know why I didn't get one sooner. I've been here for about a month now, and I've been walking. I feel like it's time I get my own wheels, so I don't have to walk all the time. It's like, though it's kind of weird in Japan. When you get a bike, you have to register it, kind of like a car. Even if you bought it secondhand, you'd have to like transfer over the registration, which is just so strange. Like, it's just a bike. Why does it matter, Japan? So there's two places I want to have a look at. I found a really nice one when I went into one of the cities. I took a photo of it. I wanted to get it, but it was just so far away. I don't have a car, so I had no way of transporting it. So I have to get something locally. So there's two shops, so let's give them a look. So here we are at the first store, and this one was interesting because they had a whole bunch of bikes lined up, and well, of course I go straight for the yellow one, but they were all the actual exact same bike, just different colors. So I had a good look at them all, and I don't know, it just seemed quite cheap to me. The materials, it was all just kind of like cheaper plastics and like a really light looking metal. You know, I don't really want to spend a whole heap on a bike, but I also want one that's actually going to last me, so I think I'm just not going to go for these ones. Though it is cool that all of these ones have like a basket, because wearing a backpack in this heat, oof. Not to mention, they don't have any changeable gears, so yeah, I don't know. This is just at the same place. This is pretty cool. We got an OG Mario Kart arcade. Look how faded this thing is. Then we got the drum game. Damn, this looks ancient as well. I'm gonna say no from that place, but we have another place to look at, so I think they've got better quality ones. Now the next shop that I'm going to is kind of a bit weird. I went to the store before and I tried to pay using my Visa card, but the guy at the counter he didn't know how to work the Visa card, so it's just gonna be easier if I just get some cash. So I'm gonna head over to the Konbini and we'll get some money out. Hot dogs. Got me a hot dog. So this is the next store, and yes, there is so many more bikes here, so many different types, different styles, and yes, yellow ones once again. Now I really shouldn't be picking a bike right off its color, but just after looking at this one, it just looks so much better than the last one. So it's a bit more expensive. It's 230, whereas the last one was 150. But just looking at the quality on this one, it's just so much better. So it's definitely one I'm thinking about. I then found this other yellow bike up high, but then I realized after looking a bit closer, it's just the same one. It's just up higher on a display, so yeah, I'm a bit dumb. They also had a few of those electric assisted ones, which actually were fairly priced. Like this one was $450, which is really not too bad. The ones at the back were about $800, $900, but even that, I don't think that's too bad, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. I then came across this bike, and then I was like, wait a second, this looks familiar. And it was the same bike from the other store, but guess what? They were charging more. They were charging 170. Not good enough, not good enough. They also seem to have a few baskets, so if you wanted to get a bike that didn't come with one, you can just get one here, and it was pretty cheap. I think I've decided. I'm going for the yellow. Okay, cool. That was actually pretty successful. And it turns out the place I got the bike from actually does the registration as well, which is great. I don't need to go to like a police station or wherever you register it. So I call that a win. I also picked up a bike lock and a Mountain Dew while I was at it, because it's bloody hot. Like, can you not see I'm already sweating? I've never really been a Mountain Dew guy, but I don't know, the Japanese version of it is so good. It's just lovely. I don't know what it is about this area, but there's always fish just like hanging around here. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but there's a few down there. Yes. Oh, he's coming right up. Oh, there's actually a sign for this. What does it say? Look at them go. But yes, I gotta go back to the store to get it registered, so I'll do that later on today. But yeah, exciting. We got it. Got to record yesterday when I got it, but it's all here. Actually getting the registration for this bad boy, I won't lie, it was a bit messy. And yes, I'm on a bridge right now, but to get the bike registered, they had a few things that I needed to do. I needed to prove that I had like a light. So yeah, I had this with me, which is like a bike light and a phone mount for like GPS. And I showed them that and they ticked it off. They're like, yep, that's good. And you need to have a bike lock. And luckily I purchased one before. So everything sounded good. We finished doing all the paperwork. It all looked good. The lady was like, right, this is your bike. Enjoy. And I'm like, sweet. I'm just about to leave with it. Then the supervisor walks past and he's like, I don't see a light on this bike. You can't leave with this. Even though the lady said, yep, it's all yours, you can leave. The supervisor goes, actually, no, there's no light on this bike. I then showed him that, no, I do have a light, and he saw it. He's like, all right, well, let's put it on. I didn't know, but I didn't have the connecting bit in the bag. I had the bit at home, I just didn't bring it with me. So then he pretty much said, you can't leave the store with this bike if you don't have a light on it. I can't register it. And I was like, bruh. So I basically had to run back, grab it, and then come back to the store. And that was so tiring. Like, it was so hot. I was sweating so much. But yeah, after that, we're all good. It's just so weird to me that there's like all these steps, whereas in like pretty much every other country, you can just buy a bike and that's it. It's yours. You can do whatever you want. Something else that I thought was kind of funny is the drinking laws over here. So for driving, it's a zero alcohol limit. And apparently that goes for bikes as well. Which, I mean, I actually don't know if that's like in every other country, but basically if you drink any alcohol and ride your bike, illegal. So the penalty for riding a bike and drinking is same charge as drink driving a car, which is insane. Like, I couldn't run anyone over. I mean, I guess like a baby or something. I don't know, it's just kind of weird to me that like the Japanese law system deems this to be the same as driving a car drunk. I don't know. Also, you don't need to wear a helmet. This is kind of funny. I'll bring up the quote up here, but it's pretty much just like, do your best to wear a helmet. I don't know, it's weird, but all I care about is I got this going, so I'm happy. But yeah. Let's go!